breaking news coming to us out of Baltimore, Maryland, and a story that hits close to home for us at Fox this afternoon. These are live pictures from Fox 45, WBFF in Baltimore, where the pictures are coming to us through the facilities of WJZ, which is our network news service affiliate. We're not getting them from our local station because their station has been evacuated. There has been a fire and a bomb threat, and a man inside the television station in Baltimore, who, according to the reporting of our local station, has threatened to blow the place up. You can see police tactical units are now on scene. The bomb squad has been reported to be on scene. ATF is there as well. And those live pictures coming to us as this appears to be the man in the panda suit. Let's go back to that if we could, please. These live pictures, they are, oh my goodness. Well, I'm thankful that that was not up because it appears that the police have just taken down the suspect. Some pictures to you from earlier. This is the television station. Inside the television station is this man who, according to the news director, was dressed in a panda suit wearing a surgical mask. Could you come get closer to this, John? A man in a surgical mask wearing sunglasses and a panda suit. He came into the station. First, they found a fire in the parking lot at a vehicle. And the station was, you know, there's a fire in the parking lot. Let's call the fire department, get him in here. And during that time, this man in the panda suit came into the vestibule of the station, which is a secure area. So you can get into this door, but there's another security door after that. He was not able to get past this vestibule area. So there's a guard there with whom you can speak. And this panda-dressed man said to the guard, I want you to put this information on the air. I have a flash drive, a computer drive that I want you to see. It's similar to the panda papers, he said, and people need to know about this. And he wanted to put it on the air. Well, obviously, they're not going to put some guy's stuff on the air who just walks into a television station and demands such. Instead, they told him, you can put this flash drive through this some sort of opening that they had there, maybe for package deliveries or whatever, but you don't get past security if you put it through. And they requested that he do that, and he wouldn't, and said instead that he would blow the place up. Well, the news director reports that they evacuated that television station, that the man was still in the vestibule, that that the bomb squad was speaking with him, local police were on scene, and they set up a monitoring area and staged a scene for employees to come off out of the station. And then we got this video out of there. This is from our local station, right? Yes. One of the workers at the local station videotaped her talking to the security guard, and here that is.
This guy? I did. I spoke to him for about over an hour, I'd say. Can't really tell how much time passed by, but yeah, he seemed pretty serious, and I just tried to keep him calm. So.
What was he saying? What was he making?
His first words that came out of his mouth were, this is not a joke, I have a bomb, and, you know, I want my message to be heard. So,
What was his message? What was he saying?
His message was, he didn't say what his message was. He had a flash drive on him.
He had a flash drive on him, and he was wanting to get on television, and that's a security guard. If we could put that feed up into the big wall again, I'd appreciate it. He had wanted to speak with someone and wanted his information to be on television. And just moments ago, as I was speaking on camera, we were watching this live feed coming from WJZ. And as I was standing there talking to you, the man in the panda suit was walking across the parking lot. And as he walked, it appeared that he jumped a few times, and it appeared to our producers in the control room that they might have been shooting at him. And as I was standing there speaking to you, I watched on this big wall as the man in the panda suit fell to the ground beneath this crime tape. I'm not sure of the perspective the camera may have moved, but it appears that the authorities have neutralized the suspect. We don't know whether he had a bomb on him. We know that he claimed he had a bomb on him. We don't know what his real intentions were. But as you heard, the security guard there said that he had spoken to this man who showed up at the station for about an hour, trying to keep him calm, said that he had a bomb. He certainly wanted his information brought to the television viewers for Fox 45 in Baltimore. And as all this had happened, the entire station had been evacuated. They have employees in PR and sales and news and editorial and plus in technical operations. And now we've gotten word from Shelley Orman at Fox 5. Can we listen to WJZ? Let's listen in here.
On the ground, they're waiting for police to move in right now. Right now, we're just waiting for the queue on police to find out what exactly happened. But again, the man walked into the building here earlier this morning, claiming he had a bomb strapped to him. He was in there. The entire building was evacuated. Police rushed to the scene. The entire road was blocked off. We've been pushed back consistently. And again, now the man is, again, potentially lying on the street. So we're waiting to find out what happens. We'll, of course, keep updating you as soon as we know more.
That's the information that we have from WJZ, CBS 13, and we thank them for that. At times when our own station is compromised, they allow us some video feeds, and we appreciate it to all of our friends at WJZ. I now have a report from Pam Gessler there on scene at Baltimore, who said 3 shots from outside the station. And we actually watched on WJZ's feed as it happened. The first 2 shots seemed to stagger the man. I don't have any way to know what was shot. Sometimes they shoot beanbags. Sometimes they shoot tear gas. You don't ever know what's being shot until you see. There was no smoke or steam or anything that came from it. But something certainly jolted the man once and then again. And then this curious sight of a man in a panda suit, head to toe in a panda suit, wearing sunglasses and a surgical mask. There was a 3rd shot that rang out, and then that man fell to the ground. The bottom half of the screen was blocked, so between the camera and the man was some sort of vegetation. So once he fell, we could no longer see him. But that's the picture of him inside the station. And as the security guard there mentioned, he spoke to him for about an hour. They were just trying to talk him down. You can imagine as authorities are arriving, and they work out a way to. It's not a hostage situation, but a response unit to try to keep this man from doing anything to harm himself or anyone else. They were waiting to have discussions with him. And then one of the things that we don't know yet is the circumstances under which he began walking across the parking lot. He did not appear to be escorted in the video which we saw. It was a live feed coming in. So I suppose it's entirely possible that he walked out the front door of the station and began walking across the parking lot where they had the fire there earlier. That was the initial report, 2 o'clock Eastern time this afternoon. A fire in the parking lot in the gas tank of a vehicle at Fox 45 WBFF in Baltimore. That was the initial report. Then the man went into the building, according to the reporting from there, in that vestibule area, making all these demands. And then the live feed of the man walking, apparently by himself, and he was getting instructions of some kind from authorities. Apparently, the authorities didn't like the way he responded to those instructions, and we saw him jolt a couple of times, and then a 3rd time, he fell to the pavement, I believe, behind the blockage, which was some sort of vegetation. We have some more security, some more of the guard interview over here at Back 6. I got to take the microphone with me. We don't know the condition of this man. We don't have a way to know that yet. And we certainly don't know whether it was actually a bomb strapped to him, but a little bit more from the security guard, right?
Right. Here it is.
Is covering up a lot of things, and he's pretty much there to call him out.
What does he look like? Age?
He's about 6 foot, 6'1", Caucasian male, tattoos on his hands, approximately 22, 24 years old.
What's he wearing?
He's wearing a red vest with, over that he has a animal onesie.
So he was able to see, the security guard, that red vest, which was underneath, according to the reporting of that security guard, underneath this panda suit. And the reason for the panda suit, according to the man himself who was making these demands, he was wearing a panda suit to, I guess, be illustrative of the Panama Papers. His insistence was that whatever was on this flash drive that he wanted the station, WBFF in Baltimore, to air was information similar to that of the Panama Papers, wherein people from around the world who had apparently been putting their money in offshore accounts, including in Panama, the information about their accounts and their identity had been posted and sent to journalists all over the world, volumes and volumes of information about offshore accounts. It was quite a stir in the news, and this man said he had something similar. We have no way to know what he had, but that was his claim. And then, as he made that claim, he said that he wanted to be on air. The news director came downstairs into this vestibule area, and the news director sent out a series of quotes just a short time ago. The news director said somebody came in the front of the building, and they apparently said that they had some information they wanted to get on the air. The news director came down at one point, not knowing the person was in the lobby there near the vestibule area. The news director says that the news director talked to this man. He was wearing, as I mentioned, the garb that he had with a flash drive and information he wanted to get out on the air. Shelley Orman, who is on scene, has been tweeting. Shelley is an employee of Fox 45, said that she's hearing once the suspect is cleared, they're going to give him medical attention right away. That was the word that we got initially, and then the reports of 3 loud shots fired, and then our own visual of really sort of stunningly in this big wall over here, where a local television reporter now from WJZ is reporting on this. It was their camera, and it was on this wall where we saw this man jolt once and then jolt again, and then on a third jolt fall to the ground behind. So it's become pretty clear. We don't know the suspect's situation, but the threat, to whatever level there was one at WBFF in Baltimore, that threat is neutralized. There is no more, as far as we can tell, danger to anyone there. What we do not know is the condition of the man who came in making these demands, wearing his panda suit, and certainly changing the day for Fox 45 in Baltimore. We'll get updates throughout this hour. When we know the man's condition, we'll let you know that, and maybe more importantly, whether he actually had some sort of explosive device will be a matter for reporting as we get it from police. Still ahead here on Fox News Channel, this is Shepard Smith reporting. A lot ahead on politics.